What is going on, everybody?
Oh, God.
Depraved Slasher here. We are here with Ralph,
Every
Mr.
time
Pound.
Pound.
This is the Pound and Slash Marvel Media Podcast. I caught him off guard.
Yeah, do that one more time. I'm gonna set Carnage on you, and he's gonna be compatible.
And I'll sleep through him.
And I'll sleep through just. Oh shit! Were you supposed to fight me?
This is the Pound and Slash Marvel Media Podcast. We're actually back talking about What If episode 7, 8.
Yeah, I think it's like 8.
7.
Because I know there's one more episode left, and then
There's only 8. It might be 8. One of them. I didn't write it down. Although, no, I just straight up didn't write it down. The name of the episode is What If Ultron Won.
Yep.
I remember that much.
Right, because remember, we're going right off there when Watcher said, "Oh no." He said, "Oh no."
Actually, I could tell you. It is episode 8. Yeah, because there's only 9 episodes. But yeah, so what if? And then we've got some news. If you guys caught a day or two ago, actually it's probably a day ago now, we dropped our Venom review. Go check that out. And we tiered it, so that's done. And like I said, yeah, so news, and then we're going to talk about the second best What If episode so far.
Yeah. Which, you know how bad... I didn't know what if episode we were on.
It was 8.
Bro, you better help me, man.
I'm tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm tired as fuck right now. And it's been a long week. Because
the look I gave, I was like... I'm trying to look at him like, bro, I don't know what episode 1? Is it episode 1? Damn. Somewhere. But, let's get...
Is that anything like Star Wars episode 1?
Yeah. The best one. Yep. The Phantom Menace. Yeah. Best one.
He's a Jar Jar Binks fan, yo.
He's a Jar Jar Binks.
He's also fired.
Wait, I forgot. Hold on.
He gets fired once a week.
Yep. Wait.
He's like, if I'm going out, I'm going out
right,
swinging.
Going out dabbing. No, I'm saying dab. He said swinging. No, I'm going out dabbing.
All right.
All right. Let me
hit us, Mr. Ralphus, with the news. All right. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Da-da-da. Well, it's rumored that most of the main cast of the Netflix Daredevil will reportedly reprise their roles in the Hawkeye spinoff series Echo. Like, all of them are coming back. Kingpin, the Night Nurse, of course, Charlie Cox. And they all been in talks. Some people been asking them.
Who's the Night Nurse again?
Her name was...
Is it Claire?
I thought her name... No, that's Doctor Strange. No, this was the Night Nurse who took care of the other... I guess...
Claire.
Yeah, her name was Claire, too?
The mixed chick?
Yeah, the mixed chick. Yeah. Oh, I thought Doctor Strange's name girl was Claire. I thought her name was also Claire.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Claire. I can Google it for you.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Yeah, Google that shit. And I'll just keep going. I'll just keep going with the shit. Basically, they're saying though, like, and people on Twitter are praising it too. They're like, yeah, this will be a good thing. I'm like, we don't. But you gotta remember, these are the MCU people. This may be a whole different. I mean, it's gonna be the characters portraying him, but it's a whole different Kingpin altogether.
Yeah, her name's Claire Temple.
Oh, Claire Temple.
Her actual name is Rosario Dawson.
Yep, Rosario Dawson. Well, she's not a bad actor.
I was actually super stoked. Anytime you see her, you're like, oh, hey, she's the one character that's in everything. She's in everybody's series.
Right. Either she's playing the love interest, the fighter, the killer, the murder. Like, she's like everywhere. Lord, or supporting. Like, Jesus, just be a healer. Be a healer.
Right.
But yeah. How do you feel about that? Because the Hollywood Reporter, they're all asking the people. They're asking the dude who plays Foggy something, Foggy, and I forgot the other chick's name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just know Charlie Cox and Kingpin. I don't care about nobody else. But they all asked them. They said, "How do you feel about going back?" They said, "It's open for possibilities," and I'm like, okay, so that's pretty much telling you, hey, these bitches are coming into
not necessarily.
No.
They're on a strictly can't really say much basis. That's just
how
Marvel works.
Nobody. They're not telling nobody. They can't just say, hey, guess what? I'm in this movie or in this
First
show.
off, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I don't care whose fucking show it is or who's in it. I don't want an Echo spinoff. Echo is not an important character.
Yeah, because I remember
never has been.
That. We talked about that like in whenever. What was it? No, that's
will I watch it? Yes, because it's Marvel.
It's Hawkeye. Well, Marvel. He said Marvel. I said Hawkeye. I said Marvel. He said, "I watch it because it's Marvel."
I watch it. It's Marvel. I mean, we just went and watched Venom, and I didn't even want to really see it until I realized we had to do a podcast on it.
Oh god! Because at first I was going, "Hey, bro, to be honestly real, I was about to let this motherfucker just talk to the whole movie. I was going to sit and eat chips all day and drink."
Why'd this man buy his ticket like 7 rows ahead of ours and then have to change it when he got there?
I did it too. I said
he was like, "Hey, I'm seated in row A, in row C." I'm like, "Dude, we're in."
I was like, "Oh my
He
god!"
was like, shit.
Right, it's shit. But yeah, I am kind of intrigued to at least see, Kingpin. Because they were talking about maybe Kingpin might show up in Hawkeye. And I said, well, if he does, that's cool. He was a badass Kingpin. The dude played Law and Order. I'd never really... Bro, I still have nightmares of that dude. He's
when he slammed dude's fucking
bro,
head.
and that head just came off. And blood and everything. Like, bro, that was frightful as fuck.
Sadly, we won't get that graphic ever again.
No, we're not. No, it's Disney friendly.
It's kid friendly.
We're kid friendly. All right.
TV-14.
TV-14.
There can be shit here and there.
You are terrible.
I'm excited for Claire to come back. I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
Is this Claire coming back?
Dude, I loved her character.
Yeah, bro. Are you blind? Oh no, you're just like no. She was like, did I hurt you or something? Because you're like, what's up with your eyes? Oh, you're blind. Oh, I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's good writing because she didn't know what the hell was up with his eyeballs. Like, well,
I hope we only get a soft reboot, by the way, for all this shit. Because if I have to sit here and watch Charlie Cox fight mostly with just a bandana over his head,
bro, I'm done. Roll credits on all of it.
His outfit is too badass.
He need to be I need a Superman landing with the Daredevil suit on. Just hey, what's up, Peter? Because he's in Spider-Man, so bro, he need at least do one.
Pekka.
Right, just do it like just come on down.
Penis Parker.
And then beat the shit out of Spider-Man. Then just like. He just punched me.
You realize
he's a good guy now.
They're both good guys.
Just come by. Give him
making sure.
Yeah, give him the most RKO. I don't give a shit. Just piss him off.
RKO out of nowhere.
Right. That's all. Never mind. Anyway, the next thing we got is recently Venom: Let There Be Carnage would have been much poorer movie visuals if it released on its original 2020 premiere date.
It could get worse.
Right. That's literally what the Andy Serkis. He said we finished the last visual effects shot at the last week. So he's basically told. First of all, I would have told nobody that. I would have been like, "Hey, nah, bitch. The visuals were always there." So basically, you have now exposed yourself. So now, it's more reason why people should not see this fucking movie.
This is why Disney needs to be involved. Because
right,
they'd have had that shit looking nice.
Because did he say last week? He said a Hollywood Reporter asked him.
Maybe he was talking about Venom's visuals and.
I hope to God, bro. Because what?
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Because what did he just say? I've been like, and then he's one of the ones like, yeah, that visual did last week. So yeah, the movie's great, bro. You're not gonna just skim past that, like, sir, did you say the visual did last week? What? That's probably that muggy ass spicy. That was last week. So you mean to tell me why and that's why I said they do shit. This proves they do shit at the last minute. Oh, hey, ain't nothing set in stone until the last minute.
I'll tell you what, though, Eternals is going to look pretty. They've had 1.5 to 2 years.
Bro, if this just hey, we're gonna roll. Hey, bro, we gonna come back. We might both be smoking. Like, this movie better be lit as shit, dude. Cause you had a whole fucking year. Cause it's supposed to come out in January. It's supposed to come out on the original date, and then it said nope, January. Nope, we're gonna push the mark. Nope, now November. I'm like, okay, never fucking mind.
That is the next Marvel movie, by the way.
Yep, that's the next MCU.
New Marvel movie.
New Marvel movie. We go contact with that.
Because we get to draw next week.
It's your turn, isn't it?
It's your turn.
It's my turn. Yeah.
I chose last time.
I hope we get New Mutants so we can watch that for the first time. So, all right, the next bit of news we got is finally, I guess, Disney has settled the settlement with lawsuit with Scarlett Johansson of $40 million. It's not
cool. I'm happy they've come to a conclusion. I'm glad I don't have to hear about it anymore.
Right.
Because it's quite literally the one piece of news in Disney and Marvel and MCU that I don't give a fuck about.
And they kept dragging it on for like months, and then at first it ended, and then Scarlett Johansson, the bitch that she is.
She's like, I'm so happy we were able to come to terms.
Right, and
but Disney said the same shit.
Yeah.
Disney put out a fucking thing that's like, we're so happy we were able to come to terms with, or settle our issues with Scarlett Johansson. We look forward to her being in a couple more movies.
Yeah, they're saying I'm incredibly proud of working with her. Well, she said I'm incredibly proud.
Because she's supposed to be in the next like Witch Mountain movie.
I don't even care, bro. I don't care about
Center of Earth movie.
This. I'm trying not to be so mean because I just like want to just be like, bitch, what? Oh god, everything just seems so muggy, like the Venom movie. It just seems so muggy as shit. I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, And then, like, well, because I didn't know the Disney came out there. I thought because she came out, I just want to work with them for the rest of my life. Like, bitch, no, we're done. You can just...
I'd cut her off.
Cut her off. Bite off her head. Fuck this guy. Fuck this girl. Bite off her fucking head.
No, so I don't know. Again, business-wise, I understand why she did what she did.
Sure.
I don't know. I try to think about other people, right? And we were in the middle of a pandemic. People wanted to see the movie. They were tired of pushing it back. Honestly, it probably wouldn't have done as well in the box office anyways. I know everybody's looking at Shang-Chi and being like, oh, well, if Black Widow would have been in the theaters, it would have done the same numbers. No, it wouldn't have, because no one really gave a shit. It honestly did as well as it did because it was on Disney+.
It was on Disney+. And like I said, it was a good movie, but it brought nothing to the table. I mean, it was a chapter, and I'm happy we're done. We're moving on.
Honestly, Venom 2 did more for the MCU than Black Widow did.
And that's what's so sad.
Saying.
With all the poor... With the bad plots and everything, it did better.
Honestly, the whole point of the Black Widow movie was so people can actually finally realize and actually feel bad for her death in fucking Endgame. And I'm sorry, the damage is done. I still don't care.
I still don't care. They were like, well, we need to get a female superhero. At that time, they didn't have no female superhero. They wanted her, and that was like 10 years ago. It's like, and like you said, if this came out 10 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, but now I don't care because we are now in the... Motherfuckers, y'all know we're in the multiverse right now. We are now beyond where we're at now, bro. This is what Captain?
But who knows? Maybe now they can do the stupid shit where when Cap returns the stone, it brings her back to life. I don't know.
Please don't do this. And I know they probably will. They probably got one of them stories back there that's gonna be like 20 years in the making. I'm like, bitch, aren't you guys like 60? Like y'all gonna try to do this? I mean,
I think she's still in her mid-30s.
I think she's mid-30s. Yeah. I mean, she'll be like 50 then. Because, they're going to probably wait like 10, 20 years to kind of bring her back into a movie. Then it's like, now we're going to fucking give her the want to buckle my shoe movie that she always wanted. A part 2 to Black Widow. I'm like, why?
She is 36.
Like I said, she'll be about 50 years old. Because they probably going to wait 10 years and they're like, all right, let's bring her back. Like, let's just bring her back. Fuck it. Let's bring her back. She never died on that Soul Stone rock. So, fuck it. So, anyway, the next thing we got is... HBO Max adds Marvel classics to its lineups like Punisher, Blade, the X-Men movies, and...
Does that mean they're not on Disney Plus no more?
I think so. Yeah, and I guess it goes with the deal because they're like with Netflix. They probably got it for like a certain amount of months, and then they probably will go back to Disney Plus, which when I read that, I was like...
Marvel's still honoring all its previous contracts that they had planned with
other companies.
Back when they were Fox.
Yeah. Because I was like, HBO, isn't that like with Cartoon Network in them? Like
where all the DC stuff is.
Yeah, that's where DC stuff. So I was like, oh, okay.
Maybe this means we're going to get a Justice League versus X-Men movie.
Yeah! No, let me stop. Let's stop that. Let's stop the cap on that. Please don't.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap! Stop the cap! Yeah, I had to put that in there.
At this point, I'm waiting for Disney to buy out DC.
Yeah.
And there's also one more company that they should buy out, and I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Sony. Have them buy out.
Just buy.
Sony.
You have them. You got all this money, and I guess you know what. And I'm thinking like they're probably waiting, just waiting.
Honestly, just buy their movie division. You don't want their music division. Their music division sucks. Fuck Sony.
Because they be fucking with your shit.
They're blocking all my reactions.
They just
blocked
my ass. They just blocked the as soon as they got like. What, they got 15,000?
It got 1,500 views.
Hey, yo, no.
Got like 120 fucking likes.
Cut that shit. Cut that.
Like, nah.
Cut that shit. And then you...
Nah, people like them.
Before we turned on the camera, you was like, oh, they finally blocked it. I'm like, that is not something you want to be fucking...
No, it wasn't a proud
thing. You knew it was going to happen, though. Yeah.
They'd gone through and blocked everyone else's, and I jokingly had posted earlier, I was like, maybe we're the last one standing.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. You were the last, they put the clips to it, and then right soon you posted, it's like, you're blocked too. Like, damn!
It wasn't right as I posted it.
Oh, was it?
It was shortly after we got out of the Venom movie.
But it was still up. I was still watching the reaction and everything, and I'm like, Sony don't want to... They don't like sharing their shit, man. They want you to go... Hey, they want you to go on iTunes or go Spotify, buy that bitch, and keep going. But, so... They also got X-Men in there, too. But this is interesting that, HBO Max has that, though. So, anyway... If you want to watch classic stuff, it's not on Disney Plus. You can watch on HBO Max.
But if you want to watch Halloween Kills the day it comes out, get on Peacock.
Thank you for... I'm done with this podcast, but I'm going to fuck. I'm going to fuck everybody. Like,
I don't know why you're mad. You're just gonna go to theaters and watch it.
I know, but I'm so mad. It's like torture. It's like you had me go watch this shitty movie that I have to go. And now I gotta pay money. I'll
go see another shitty movie.
No, hey, to you, motherfucker, not me. To you. I actually like the Halloween 2018. He's mad.
No. As a standalone thing, it's a good movie.
Right, he just don't like has so many goddamn freaking reboots.
I'm just so tired of the retcons.
The retcons. Oh, she's dead. She was never dead.
The Halloween storyline is just as confusing as The Legend of Zelda at this point.
You really gonna do it like The Legend of Zelda? All right, the next thing we got is Stan Lee did not know, this is the comic corner, did not know how to write Invisible Woman, which we kind of figured that by reading, or the first female superhero, which is the Fantastic Four.
I thought that, so I'm glad he said he didn't realize what he was doing back then.
Because reading this shit, I'm like,
because he started his sentence off with Stan Lee didn't realize, and when I know he's passed away, he's not realizing anything right now. Leave the man alone.
Listen here, Dick. Ayers.
Dick Ayers.
Well, and then like reading it with the Invisible Girl, and we reading, I'm like, yeah, she's just there. She want. It made me feel like she was something else because it's like, no, we shouldn't fight him. What? He's about to take you away. Reed, do something. I'm a bitch. I can't do this.
She's like, oh, Namor.
Oh, Namor. I got a picture of you in my book.
Dr. Doom.
Right, Dr. Doom. Oh, Blackbeard. Yay. So.
Look at that handsome puppet master.
Puppet master?
No, who was it she was about to marry?
It would have been Namor, wouldn't it?
Oh, there was another one.
There's another one?
Mole Man.
Oh, the very first one.
The very first one. I'll marry you if it saves my...
Yeah, if it saves
friends.
my ass. Yeah, I'm married if it saves the team. And basically, like, they're basically breaking down, like, can only turn invisible with her ability. Cause I think her visibility is, like, with emotions, I guess. So it's like, okay, so now you're saying...
No, it's a mental thing. So she can think about it and go invisible, right. But if somebody distracts her, it's gone.
So basically...
She's like, oh, Namor! Oh, shit, they could see me.
And then you talk about that, too. And I think that's one of the comics that's the first issue, where it's like, she goes invisible, and it's like, we can still...
we haven't read that one.
Okay. And it's like, oh, it's 21, my bad. All right, but... And then he also says that this is a constant reminder. And then he's got to remind readers that Sue Storm is a woman. It's like, yes, if you didn't know about 21 issues by now, I don't think you would... She might not be. Damn, after 30 issues, fuck, bro.
We're in 2021. She might not be anymore.
Right, she might be something else. It's ma'am!
The invisible transvestite.
Oh, yeah. You're so wrong for that, bro.
I'm not hating on it.
No, I know you're not.
If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I'm just saying.
I got you.
We'll get there.
We will.
In like 10 years.
And that's what we'll probably be doing with Marvel for real. It's like, yep, that's it.
I'm done. This
I'm
podcast
done.
is
Hey,
over.
we did about 200, 300 of these bitches. We're done. I'm not doing no more.
That's 10 years from now, there'd be way more than that.
What, 1,000?
There's 52 weeks a year, homie.
This man tried to work me to death.
10 years from now will be it.
This man's really trying to calculate this like Sesame Street.
500, 600 episodes.
Oh my god, bro. We're going to forget, like, are we at 500, 600? I don't know. Let's watch the last bit and find out. Fuck it.
That means we will have read like 666 comics.
Yeah. I think by 600 comics, it should be at least somewhat getting good. Yeah.
It's got some good ones now.
Some. Calm it down, sir. You acting like it's the whole goddamn building.
Oh, no. There's still going to be boring ones even in current day stuff. Why are you playing footsie with me?
Little point. I didn't even... I thought I stepped... I thought my big ass foot stepped on your foot. And then you're like...
No, you was rubbing on it. He was like, how you doing?
And how you gonna keep a straight face? Why you play footsie with me, bro? Don't keep a straight face. Bitch, you can't do that. Like, wait. Oh, thanks for the cat to just come back and say, meow. Like, oh, now we're playing footsie with a kitty. This is really not looking good right now. Anyway, the next episode we got...
Pop that pussy. Hey, pop that.
That Secret Invasion star rumored to be coming back to... Or an MCU character is about to reprise a recurring role for Secret Invasion. Which I don't know what that would be. Would that be like a scroll? Since it's like more like a scroll.
It could be Skrull. It could be Steve Rogers for all we know.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Just to see Captain America fight one more time.
Old man Cap.
I'll fuck with that. Old man Cap. I can see that happening. Even though everybody's suggesting on Twitter, they're saying, of course, we already knew Stanley.
He ain't coming back. Y'all need to chill.
Hey, yo, what if they say? Yeah, we need Stan Lee. For real? Y'all gonna, like, dematerialize, computerize his
I wish
body.
he would come back, though, so then we could stop with this weird fucking lawsuit that's going on.
Yeah, that's still going on, too. I was gonna talk about that. That's another news for when I bring that up as well. But right now, they think Edward Norton or Terrence Howard could be making a recurring role. Yeah, they said them two can probably be coming back into the Secret Invasion. They said it's a possibility. Even though they're all suggesting that Nick Fury, of course, Samuel Jackson, top billing. Even though we knew this anyway. But they said it's a possibility that them two have been getting talks from Disney. And these are just rumors, so obviously they could be bullshitting right now, but it seems like they want a recurring character to come back.
I hope not.
I thought we were done.
Both of them have shit-talked fucking Marvel so much.
That's what's so bad. Even Natalie Portman, too, but that's the point. They all shit.
She apologized.
She did? Oh, she did. Yeah, she did. Because she was
That's
following...
why she's back.
She was following the chick who did the first Wonder Woman, directed the first Wonder Woman, like Patty Jenkins. That's why she go back to do Thor 2. Because she was like, this is... And like, she opened her mouth and she... Go.
Don't let the door hit you
on
where
the
the
way
good
out.
Lord split you.
No, I'll tell you, go all the way out of this bitch. Oh, yeah, and they even got pictures of Nick Fury talking about his little TV show might try to drop soon. How do you feel about that? What if they make a TV show about Nick Fury? Or a movie or anything from Nick Fury, about a movie about him? What do you think?
It's Samuel Jackson. I'm for it. We got to get this motherfucker show motherfucking greenlit. Let's go.
Motherfuckers.
Motherfucker.
And I can see that happening because, you know, we all in different multiverses. He actually could. Bro, I can see that happening, too. Just after Secret Invasion, he just go right into, like, guess what? I'm doing a Nick Fury show. And Rick and Morty. That's what you're staring at. All right, the next thing we also have is the one we were talking about. And now that I'm seeing it now, I do somewhat agree with you that Tom Holland is asking, or not even asking, he's really demanding that he should get paid double, quadruple, Google amount of money for playing Spider-Man.
Like I said,
because he only made like $250,000 when he did Civil War, and then he made like $1 million when he did Far From Home.
Yeah, he's still a kid.
But he wants more. He wants 40. He wants 20, 30 million.
Yeah, he might get 15 to 20.
He might want more, man.
Yeah, he'll take 15, 20.
Dang, he's like, just take it. That's it.
I'm just saying, he loves the role so much.
Right.
He'll take.
Even though we just talked about literally like a month ago saying he might just like retire, but then now that the whole no way home thing might come out, now he's like, yo, I'm all for it.
And then Venom, and then.
Right.
All this other stuff. He'll be around.
And now you see his face, so that's like 40 million. Let me stop. He's like, hey, just a picture of his face. Remember, he said not just movies, but Spider-Man in general. Like, you need to see him like a sneak peek. So like, hey, that's a $40 million picture right there, bro. And he's licking it. That's now $100 million. That's just TV screen.
Right.
Oh man.
Baby.
Yeah. All right, let's continue with the news. Sorry, we had to take a break. And I caught him playing a video game while we were breaking.
Oh, God. He just sat there and looked at me like, oh, no. Take your time. We don't got
We ain't got shit to do.
Shit else. We don't got no podcast to do. All right. Basically, we left off is Spider-Man is demanding 4 times his current salary to return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, he'll get like half that.
At least half, even though he wants 4.
Yeah, he'll get half that.
You say half.
He ain't Robert Downey Jr.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, dang, hey, he ain't Will Smith, bro. He's trying to really get up there with the main people, like Tom.
Let's be real. Nobody's Will Smith.
That's like I say, who's Samuel Jackson?
Because Will Smith, he's like, here come the men in black.
Boom, boom, woo, boom, 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 in the fenders. But yeah, he's the man. He said, sorry.
Cat.
That cat. I thought she punctured herself in the stomach. I heard it. Like,
Do you think she's full of air?
Like, no, it's just like she powered down, bro, like a robot. Like her double A's done. Like, you know, when you play your video game, her double A's just went.
Right.
Like, But he said, like, you know, his contract, you know, it started out making only 200, which I didn't know he only made 250,000 on, so which I guess because you know this is a guest star
cameo.
And then he only made like $1 million. So now
I could be in a movie for 10 minutes for $250,000.
Right, just for 10 minutes. You don't have to make a joke. Just I'll be the guy that just get thrown by Venom, and then I'm like, cool. I'm just made $250,000. This dude jack fuck.
Anybody want to hire me for a horror movie for $1 million?
Just to die, just to get stabbed by somebody.
Oh no, I gotta be the villain.
Just gotta be the.
That's my only demand.
Will you be like a grunt? Like a grunt of the villain?
No. Make me the slasher.
Make you the slasher.
Make me the slasher.
You gotta have like one of those little evil hats. They're terrible. What else I got? I got a lot of news. I got many news. Oh, the Eternals, which I think we talked about too. They said in Russia they're making it rated R for the same-sex marriage, and they said they're starting it out for Russia, and they may start out in other countries too, in the Eastern countries. So, yeah, because of the same-sex marriage.
Weird rules.
But if you think about it, I know what you're saying, it's PG-13, but if you think about it, that is Marvel's first rated R movie other than Deadpool.
Countries.
We said what?
In other countries.
In other countries, but Deadpool is they did say that's going to be rated R, so that will be actually their first rated R movie that they will not change. But yeah, I mean, you could say that. I mean, and it's all for the wrong reasons though, too, for that matter. So
some countries are still banning Grand Theft Auto games. So I mean, you know,
hell, let's still ban Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. But you know, that's pretty nifty. The next thing we got is Kevin Smith explains why he can't direct a Marvel movie. Why? Because you can't direct nothing else. Because you are a sad ass director.
No, it's just not his style.
Yeah, it's not his style on a lot of things lately.
He's a fine director.
He was until he did Masters of the Universe, and then we just decided to say
Masters
fuck.
Of
right.
The Universe.
When you decided to fuck up He-Man, that's when I said, oh well, damn, maybe he wasn't the director I thought he was. And yeah, he still wants somebody to do a Clerks. He's still trying to do a Clerks 5 out this, or whatever how many fucking Clerks he's trying to do, playing Silent Show. What was that? Silent Bob. Yeah, basically they asked him like, they said like, well, how come you never want to direct a Marvel? He said like, a view as, you know, a cult. Basically, he's saying Marvel movies are like a cult.
Yeah.
Basically, you know, same thing that James Cameron said. You know, what's the other guy? Martin Scorsese said. Well, Martin Scorsese, he just thinks they're just cheesy pop culture, which is fine. I mean, I guess, you know,
it's not everybody's cup of tea.
Not everybody's cup of tea, like Venom 2. Anyway, it's not everybody's cup of tea. So that's just what he was saying about that. You know, I won't want him directing anyway because I can't stand him.
He fucked up one thing. Come on now.
That's a big one thing, bro. That's fine.
Depends on who you are.
Yeah, whatever. I was about to say that. I was about to say my yeah, whatever. Anyway, the next thing we got, Marvel fans are uproar over Venom 2's post-credit scene. Spoilers ahead. Basically, they're saying that, and tweets all over the place too. There's one saying, Ryan, insert clever spooky name Scoot, which what the fuck type of name is that from Twitter? Saying that I have nothing of substance to say about Venom, every carnage, other than the post-credit scene made me want to scream. I might scream. Internal screaming. Basically, he's saying like Venom may be taking Spider-Man with them, you know, to the which, you know,
which could happen.
Which you gotta realize, people still think MCU owns Spider-Man. No, it doesn't. No, they don't. I wish, but you know, wish upon a dream upon a star, Jimmy.
Or maybe what it means is Venom can now cross over between the two.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Because right now, once again, fans are.
Yeah,
hey. But right now, fans are a little bit upset because they don't know what they as we talked about in our Carnage thing. We all said like good things. Even the guy who played in Screen Crush, Adam. Okay,
Ryan Airy.
Ryan, I said Adam. He's not ever anything. Ryan Airy said that you know this is a good thing for Venom coming, whereas fans are like this is a bad thing because what if Tom Holland doesn't come back? I'm like, and what happens now?
Tom Holland's going to be coming back. Right, he just might be coming back for Sony instead of Marvel.
Right.
Everybody just needs to chill, Holmes.
Right.
Relax.
Aren't you so happy?
Just a little bit.
That we had him for a good run. It was fun. I enjoyed it. This was like nostalgic because you know we saw Spider-Man first one 2003, or yeah, when it came out, and it's like, yo, I'm happy that it's finally, you know, said and done. It's good. Yeah, hey, go back to Sony. I don't care. Amy Pascal, I just don't want her to do shit with them no more. Give it to somebody else.
Let Kevin Feige run it.
Kevin Feige's like,
you're like, go work for Sony and for Disney.
Well, he did work for Sony. Remember, you showed me a picture. You said that should be. Hey, breaking news! I didn't know he worked for fucking Sony. I didn't know he worked for for the first Spider-Man. He showed me that. It's like, wait, he worked for Sam Raimi, the very first one.
I think he was like the executive producer or some shit like that.
Damn, he had been like 25 years old when he hopped on that shit. God damn. Super young. The next thing we also have is we have that burned.
Oh, that burned my nose hairs.
Burned your nose hair?
Yep.
One of the Marvel directors wants a Snyder Cut style do-over. So somebody said Alan Taylor, the Game of Thrones and Terminator Genesis filmmaker, whose Thor: The Dark World is often, you know, criticized as being the worst, which I don't know why. All these movies were not bad. I mean, I get it. They're not for everybody's cup of tea. Cause like you said, I like Thor, Dark World, and Iron Man 3. I like both of them. They both actually had a simplest message. Just because y'all didn't like it, which is fucking weird. Why? I don't understand. And why blame it the worst movies in the MCU? What?
It's actually considered the worst movie in the MCU by most people.
I don't see. I personally don't see. Well, then I guess it's me. I don't see it.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
what?
Right? I think the first Guardians is the worst movie in the MCU.
Right.
And you love it, and that's fine.
That's fine. That's
it's just everybody has their opinions. I think.
But for having the director to come out and say that, damn, at least James Gunn is keeping his mouth like, I ain't doing that shit. He's basically saying like, I want to do a Snyder Cut do-over. He's basically saying like he wants like more, I guess, more mythology into it with more, you know.
Well, here's the problem. We don't care what you want. It's not going to happen. Right, it's in the past.
Right, and we're not DC. We're not Warner Brothers either.
Right.
Fuck that shit. Like, don't get me wrong. I love the Justice League Snyder Cut, but
the Snyder Cut was necessary so that we didn't get that weird fucking mustache erasure.
Or that I tried Josh Whedon. I tried Josh Whedon. But yeah, he was saying like, I want to add more stuff to this Dark World. I want to have the opportunity, and he put in quotes, fix the movie. There was nothing. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to fix.
There's nothing to fix.
It's fine movie.
And you think Disney's gonna let you do that, man? We ain't Warner Brothers. We don't go. We go forward. We don't go backward, dumbass.
Right.
And then also another news, there is a ride that's coming out with the Guardians of the Galaxy again, a little roller coaster, and they were asking other directors to come forth, and James Gunn finally because there were rumors saying that, well, is James Gunn gonna come back and direct that? He's already doing the holiday special, and he's doing, of course, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but there's the ride that he's also directing with the Guardians of the Galaxy people, and they were saying like, yeah, I made the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Why would anybody want to direct that? Basically, people were asking dumb questions like, are you going to come back and do this Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster? Because it's supposed to be like a simulated roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster. They see like snippets of them in there. And I think it's going to go to Disneyland, California. But they were wondering like who's going to direct those little snippets. And it's like, me. Thank you. But people were wondering like, is James Gunn going to come back? Or like, just because he did the Suicide Squad, I don't mean shit. He's still going to come back and still...
I mean, he's still directing the Guardians movies.
Right. So. In the holiday special, he's directing that bitch too. So, which they said some Marvel character is going to make a surprise visit in there.
Maybe it's going to be Howard the Duck.
Please do. And then Thick Thigh Save Lives, Kate Dennings.
I need more Howard.
I really do.
Mr. and Mrs. the Duck.
I would like to see more fucking Howard the Duck. I actually enjoyed that. Like, I enjoyed that, actually. I like seeing more of him out there doing what he does best. Then let's see. What else we have? We got some other stuff. Here's some really funny news. They said Peter Quill has still not healed from his grief trauma caused by his early life on Earth. Confirms director. He wanted nothing to do with Earth. Like, I guess he's still grieving the fact that mommy is still gone because, Ego impregnated him with cancer. So he's still not too happy with all that. So he doesn't want to go to Earth, which I get it. I mean,
You did anyways, because that's where Thanos went. So, me.
He's like, you did anyways. He's like, you still made your way down here. It's so terrible. And then I think the last thing we got is... I gotta go back to it. The Funko Pop of Ultron. Of the Ultron, Vision Ultron.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was
nice.
Yeah, it's... I wish I could show it, but I... Oh, here it is.
It's a Funko Pop.
If you... I know. Talk about the Funko Pop, but people are like, let's talk about Funko Pop. Well, this one... I might cap that, because this is like when we get to this episode, I might want to cap a Funko Pop, You
mean cop?
Cop. I said cap.
Yeah,
cap is not.
That is all cap.
Like that. Like, you ain't about to cap
Mr.
that.
Pound is confusing his slang,
Oh, yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
No, he tried to test my Gangsta and Bruno 8-piece. Don't let us go back to the movie again.
It'll be a more expensive one next time.
Bitch, you think I still would bring in Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Right, Gatorade.
Gatorade.
We like purple?
I don't know.
8-piece, but anyway, I think that's all. And of course, Shang-Chi's coming out 4K November 12th.
Cool.
And that's it.
Already seen it. All right.
Me too. 5 times. Like, not 5 times. Just twice. I was 5 times. That's too much money. What the hell?
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
right,
what that means is it is time to talk about What If, Episode 8, What If Ultron Won.
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you now, this is the second best episode.
Yeah.
Of the entire season. Now, some people actually probably have it as their first, and that's fine. It's fine. They're kind of neck and neck, right? And no, we're not even talking about What If Zombies. That's like the eighth.
Yeah,
that's like at the bottom of the list for me.
Right now, people think, is What If Zombies in your top 3? Fuck no. T'Challa, Doc Strange, and this one here. I'm like, no.
And Party Thor. Top 4.
Damn! And Party Thor. I forgot about that. Yeah. Because Zombies actually may not be not even in my What If list at all. Like, just... Not
it's
even
last. Dead last.
-1.
It caught the blue shell and never recovered.
It got the thunderbolt and it shrunk.
No, I absolutely positively loved this episode. I loved everything about this episode. I mean, just okay. So getting into the story, right? So, well, first off, me and Ralph both predicted this is what the episode was going to be about.
All right.
Now, we were both wrong about something about it, though.
Yeah.
I was wrong because it did not show Gamora, because I thought we were going to get her rise. But that still might happen.
Oh, yeah, we still got one more episode
because Thanos
left.
did die.
Yeah, so...
Right?
Right.
And Ralph was wrong in that he thought it was going to be like an hour-long episode, and it was actually the shortest episode so far this season.
Damn, I thought it was...
At only 30 minutes.
I was ready for it to be like, yo, this is about to be one of them... We're going to get 2-hour-long episodes in this. We're going to get this one be hour-long, and the next one, which we still may think that might still be a 45 to an hour long, but it is what.
Also, major shout-out to whoever it was, to the lady that was voicing Natasha, because she sounded just like Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Literally just like her. I thought it was her. I even had to watch the credits just to check to see, because...
You're like, is that her?
I was like, holy shit.
Like, she sounded right to the bone, like, right to the brim of her. Yeah.
So just kind of, okay, so yeah, I'm not going to go over all the voice actors like we normally do. One, because it's pretty much all the people that's been doing it this entire season.
Right.
For their respective characters, right?
Except for like maybe 2 people in this.
The only difference is they used Ultron's voice instead of Paul Bettany's Vision's voice for the Ultron.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Right.
I kind of expected
played,
that.
The great Red Skull.
In the Endgame.
Right, Endgame, and of course in the first What If episode. Which, that's fine. That's the Walking Dead dude, so that's cool.
Right. So yeah, first off, again, the only complaint I have with this episode is the same complaint I have every episode. Lip movement sucks. Now, moving away from that, though. Story-wise,
phenomenal.
Was absolutely insane.
Bro, it went from...
And it picked up quick and ran.
I feel like if I was the watcher, I'd be like, why are you reading this? You know you're reading your own demise right now. Why are you continuing this story? I'd be like, stop reading. Stop. Close the book. Because as he was reading it, it's like... Did you not think he was not going to find you, bitch? Like, what are you doing?
Right. So, a lot of the episode is Ultron, does fuse with Vision.
And it's like right
the first half of Age of Ultron. They go and get all the Infinity Stones. Well, they have
he nukes everything. He does exactly before the Avengers.
All he has is the Mind Stone. They nuke everything.
Right. And that was like how the first half of Age of Ultron was, which Tony Stark stopped, but this is like, well, what if Tony Stark couldn't stop it? And that's
right.
Mass genocide.
Killing all heroes except for Nat and Hawkeye.
Right. Killing everybody. Goddamn.
Yeah, everybody's dead except for Nat and Hawkeye.
Right. What the hell? What type of I Am Legend is this shit?
And so they spend a lot of the episode, them two, trying to figure out how they're going to stop Ultron, and then they run across, apparently Arnim Zola has another base set up aside from the first one that got destroyed.
It was in the fucking Winter Soldier base, like
right.
from Civil War. Like, what? Sure. Let's
right.
go with that.
So I mean that was like honestly to God, like the most boring part was going through.
Yeah,
all
I didn't
that.
give a shit about that, bro.
Although it was really cool watching the Watcher freak the fuck out,
bro.
Because the Watcher's like I could show him where to look, and then like you see Clint grab the box and he's like, no, that's not it, and he's like, no, that's it. Look again, but
then he turns around and he just hears this. It's like an anime thing. He hears this like presence, like some Dragon Ball Z shit. He's like, I can feel you coming. I'm like, oh my god, bro. He's like, dude, do something. Whip the hair. Whip. Do something, bro. He's about to do some shit.
And then when the Ultrons get there, right. After they do find the Arnim Zola file, when the Ultrons get there, we get a reversal of Endgame.
Yeah.
And Clint sacrifices himself.
He said, I'm tired of fighting. I said, well, damn, he did. He sacrificed himself. Let's get that cat. Let's get that. I'll take that Black Widow. Be like, I lost a friend once. Like to that situation. I'm like, well, I lost a friend too. Why don't we both be friends together?
Right. But no. So, dude, and it picks up so quick from there. Like because so Thanos shows up, right,
bro,
and gets killed immediately.
He said, fascinating.
I don't even think Thanos was there a total of 5 seconds before he gets split in half.
He just got split in half.
And he gets split in half right down the middle, which is fucking fantastic because he's always talking about perfect balance in the universe.
Right.
And that would be perfect balance, right down the middle.
Right down the middle. Vision's beaming.
So Vision gets all the Infinity Stones, which then allows him somehow to actually go and fight Uatu, which is the Watcher, for those of you that don't know.
It's funny how he narrated that shit. I'm like, it should have been like, is that when he knew Uatu fucked up? Because he said he had reached the power of what, cohesive hearing or something, and he's like, I can see you. He said, oh God. So it freaked him out.
What's really cool, so they start fighting, Uatu's getting his ass whooped.
Oh, badly.
And then, like, it's morphin' time. He transforms.
He says, morphin'. That's it.
Right.
He's like, oh, we'll fight you now. I'm like, oh, okay. And then
it's actually a pretty balanced fight for...
Reckon at first, I thought he was going to just keep laying the blows on him. I'm like, please do something, Uatu, because he's about to knock you every dimension sideways right now.
It's a pretty even fight for about 2 minutes.
2 minutes exactly. Yeah.
And then fucking Uatu eventually bounces because he's like, I can't do this.
Right, he can't beat him.
And now what's really cool though, so during this fight, and it's honestly one of my favorite parts about this whole thing, during this fight, every single time Ultron punches Uatu,
right,
they're flipping through dimensions.
Like one time you saw scrolls.
There's actually Star Wars dimensions that are used.
Yeah, there were Star Wars dimensions that were used. One time, Chris Evans, Captain America was the president. Steve Rogers was president.
Right.
Like people were watching, and of course your mom was in there.
Thank you, Screen Crush.
Right.
Ryan Airy, you are fantastic.
Right. Of course your mom was in there. Your mom
or
was
Adam,
also
as
there.
he likes to call you.
Adam.
But yeah, I mean, over and above all, it's a fantastic episode, and it ends with
him going back to
Uatu going back to evil Doctor
behind.
Strange, as I like to call him.
Right. He said, "I want you to say." He said, "You really gonna have me say, yes?
It's like
I need your help."
Strange is like, all right, let's get this thing going.
Right.
Now, I do have some complaints out of this episode, and it's actually why it's not my favorite, right?
Right.
So I feel like they should have in this episode gathered the team to have one full episode of just a major fight.
Right.
So now this last episode
might just be a cliffhanger.
It's either going to end on a cliffhanger or it's going to be a longer episode, which is fine too.
Right. I said it's going to be an hour or it's just going to be a cliffhanger. If it's 30 minutes, you know it's going to be a cliffhanger. They know they're going to show all that in there in one day.
In order to balance it out, though, I feel like they should have formed at least either half or most of the entire team this one episode.
Right.
But now it's going to take a while. I don't know. This last episode is going to be weird.
It's either going to be wild or weird because, bro, they may just do it like that. Like, we got a team together. We'll come back. And they say Multiverse of Madness or
see you next season.
Right. They say the Guardians of the Multiverse will show up next season. I'm like, wait, what?
I'd be so mad.
Or be like, what if, and then Ultron wins part 2 or something. We're going to get some cheesy ass part 2.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
And he's gonna say, "I am Ultron and I win." He said the fucking title. He said the title. There it is.
Nah, because it's just what if Ultron won.
Oh,
that only really works if you say it in the way that it's spelled. So if he'd have been like, "What if I won?" Maybe you could be like, "Oh, roll credits." But he did win. He says, "Hey, I won."
Right. I found peace. This is Venom was looking for. I found peace.
It's like there's so many other worlds that need peace.
Right. At first he was just sitting there like, well, I don't know what I can do now. What is my purpose? And he said, there's so many worlds that need peace. I'm like, Jesus, he's ready to
He destroyed everybody.
Bro, he got to be stopped, bro. All I know is that motherfucker got to be stopped, bro.
He surtured fucking Asgard, and then...
He obliterated Xandar.
Everywhere. Xandar, Ego, Nowhere. He went everywhere, and... He should have went and shit on Titan, too. Fuck that place. Desolate-ass wasteland.
Just like... destroyed Titan. It's just like, you know what? Even though he destroyed Titan, I don't want to do it again for the second time. Fuck it. Let's go. Burn that bitch to the ground.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Thanos didn't destroy Titan.
I thought he said destroy... Oh, no. Oh, his own people. Didn't his own people destroy
His own people killed each other.
Yeah, he says his own people
They wiped themselves out.
Oh, what the hell?
You're a weird fucking cat.
Okay, because I'm like, this cat's trying to Final Destination herself.
My last complaint, and it probably won't happen until this next episode. This is the first Disney Plus show from Marvel that still, at the very, we're now going into the very last episode of the season.
Nope.
And we still haven't got a cut scene, post-credit scene yet.
And that is why I say this will probably be a bad one.
I do think we'll get a post-credit scene after this one.
Yeah, no shit, because that's going to be
next season.
Right, because that's what it's going to be. You guys brought your own army. Well, I too have an army, and then they're going to collide in season 2. Then there you go.
Like, I am a particular man.
Right, I am a particular man.
Can we get him back? He did go on to play Tiny Tim. Anyways.
Yes, he did.
But yeah, so what do you give it? What do you rank it?
I rank it a 9 out of 10.
That's what I gave it. It was a 9 out of 10. It was a solid episode. I don't really have any predictions. I mean, it's going to go one of two ways. Either they're going to form their team and win, or they're going to form their team and then wait till next season.
Right, there's no more predictions now. We're at the last episode.
That's kind of where we're at. It'll end in a cliffhanger.
I got a prediction. We're going to pull from this motherfucker next week.
We will get to pull from this one next week because next week is the last episode of What If. So, like, we might be able to be like, hey, yo. So the next thing we're gonna watch and talk about in our thing is gonna be the first Punisher season from Netflix.
Okay.
That'd be fantastic.
And then
that would actually probably take up until fucking
Eternals. And what I will get is The Gifted season 1.
It's another show I want to watch. I actually hear it's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's not what it's actually next.
No. Yeah, this is we're gonna pull from the Spider-Man again.
This is us being eager to do what we started this thing to do.
Which was it's been so long.
But Disney has been pumping shit out.
Left and right, goddammit. And a Marvel, and not even pumping shit, but also a Marvel movie in between. So, right.
All right, guys. So that's going to do it for this episode.
Great
Hopefully everyone really enjoyed What If. I thought it was an extremely solid outing.
Watch this over the zombies. I know your minds are like, yo, zombies, fuck that shit. Skip that.
I am actually, again, fully excited to see how this ends. And curious.
Yeah, because like I said, one or two ways. Either it's gonna end
maybe that's where Venom went.
That'd be the funniest shit if you see an animated Venom. He's like
with no spider.
Be like, who the fuck are these guys?
I would say he wouldn't say fuck.
No.
Technically, he could. He could drop one. It is TV-14.
Okay, he can drop one.
And fuck has not been used yet in the season. They wouldn't do that though. Nice. It's mostly for kids. But yeah. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for this episode. Remember, come back Thursday for when we talk about comics. That's what we're getting ready to record next.
Yay.
And then you'll get to find out what the next 6 comics that we're going to read are. And yeah. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with us and spending your your time with us.
All 5 of you motherfuckers.
All 5 of you. We're growing.
Even that damn cat.
Hi, Rock Pit. Hi, DK.
Apocalypse. Rev.
Hi is a cop's apocalypse.
Wait, what did I say?
No, I just made some
shit. I was about to say, hold on, did I fuck up?
No, he changed the spelling of his name, and I've been giving him shit for it ever since. All right, we love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Excelsior.
Yeah. Deuces.